Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's great to be back after taking a break for about a month. Sorry for disappearing, but I had to focus on my school stuff, you know how it goes. But now, I've got some more free time, and I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. I hope you didn't miss me too much, but let's not waste any more time and jump right into today's video. So, let's chat about IVE and their latest releases, either way and off the record. First things first, I want you to know that I liked both of these songs, especially off the record. But here's the deal, I've titled this part, IVE are gonna flop, because I've noticed they're changing things up quite a bit, and it's got me a bit worried. You see, a bunch of K-pop groups have tried this kind of makeover in the past, and most of them hit some bumps along the way. IVE used to be all about that elegant image, which was their thing. But now, they seem to be going in a whole new direction. I'm not sure if this is just a phase or something more permanent, but it's already causing a stir on TikTok and Twitter. While either way was cool, I found myself giving it a few streams but not going back to it too often. Maybe it's because IVE isn't the first group that comes to mind when I'm in the mood for a sad song. Plus, let's be real, their vocal game isn't exactly top-notch, a ballad is just not a good choice. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to hate on them. Either way was alright, and I appreciate that they're trying something different and showing us a more vulnerable side of them. I mean, not every K-pop song has to be all sunshine and rainbows, right? But IVE didn't quite hit the mark for me this time. That said, based on my feelings and what I've seen online, this change could be the beginning of some rough times for IVE. Like, they wouldn't be the first group to struggle because their fans weren't digging the new direction. On the flip side, Off the Record was more my jam than either way. It kinda had that Love Dive vibe, but again, it's a step away from the elegant style we're used to with IVE. Now, I'm dying to know what you think. Am I overthinking this? Honestly, I've seen too many groups go downhill for the same reason, like Kepler, Twice, ITZY, and more. They all felt unstoppable during their prime, but now they're struggling even to enter the charts. One thing I loved about this whole comeback was the concept photos and the vibe of the music videos. Seriously, all the girls looked stunning, and the videos were visually captivating. As for Batty, judging by the trailer, it looks pretty interesting. It's still a bit of a departure from the usual IVE style, but it's got a Kish vibe that I'm curious about. Before we move on to the next part of this video, I gotta say, this whole comeback felt kinda like filler content to me. Does anyone else get that vibe? Alright, let's talk about Jennie's newest song, You and Me, and why it seriously got on my nerves. If you're a fellow Blink, you probably already know this song has been out for a whole year. Jennie's been performing it at all her solo gigs during the tour and even at Coachella. Now, don't get me wrong, Jennie will always be my sister, but I gotta say, this song is just meh. It's not terrible, but it's just so, well, average. The lyrics are kinda whatever, like they could have been written by a toddler. Sorry if I sound harsh, but I know Jennie can do way better than this. But hey, let's give credit where it's due. The performance video is seriously pretty, and Jennie looks drop-dead gorgeous, and the two rap sections, both in the Coachella and regular version, were decent. Now, here's what ticked me off about this release. Not only do I feel like Jennie could have dropped a much better song, but there was zero promotion for it. I mean, why release a year-old track without making a proper fuss about it? It feels like YG Entertainment is just not getting Blackpink's full potential. Take Jungkook, for example. I find his solo stuff a bit snooze-worthy, but you can't deny that 3D and 7 were huge hits. And that's because they got the promotion they deserved, plus some collaborations with big American artists. I'm pretty sure Jennie's got a stash of unreleased songs, and there are plenty of big American artists who'd love to collaborate with her. So why are we getting this one-year-old track? YG Entertainment, it's time to wake up. By the way, what's your take on the situation with the Blackpink girls potentially leaving YG and disbanding? To be honest, at the beginning, I thought they wouldn't disband, and people were making a big fuss over nothing. But now, there are so many rumors circulating about them leaving. I do believe they are leaving YG, but it's taking a while because they might be trying to stick together as Blackpink even after leaving the agency. But that's just a wild guess. What are your thoughts on this? I know I'm kinda late to the party, but I wanted to share my thoughts on the new global JYP group, VCHA, and their debut song, YO Universe. In case you missed it, earlier this year, JYP organized a survival show to create a global girl group. To be real with y'all, I didn't watch much of the show because I have some mixed feelings about the whole idea of global groups. To me, it often feels a bit confusing because, as of now, it usually means groups where the songs are in English, and maybe not all the members are Asian. Besides these minor differences, they seem to do pretty much the same stuff as regular K-pop groups. So, am I missing something, or is the global aspect not quite there yet? But let's get back to their debut. When I first saw the thumbnail of the music video, I had this feeling like, this reminds me of something, and then it hit me. In general, it felt like they were trying to ride the Newjeans wave, just like a bunch of other groups have done. In my opinion, the song was kinda uninteresting, nothing grabbed my attention. VCHA seems to have the same issue as many other groups under JYP, they don't have a clear identity. It feels like they're chasing whatever's currently trendy instead of building their unique image. Oh, and I was pretty surprised to find out that one of the members is just 13 years old, like, my girl hasn't graduated middle school yet. Of course, it's not the girl's fault, and I do wish them a successful career. They're super young and talented. I just have some reservations about the whole concept of this group. However, they've just started, so I'll hold out and see what else they bring to the table. I've got faith in their potential. Can we talk about Newjeans' new OST for League of Legends? Honestly, when they first announced this collaboration, I had my doubts. I adore Newjeans, but we all know the kind of songs they usually make, really soft and kinda whispered singing, if you know what I mean. It just didn't seem like the typical League of Legends OST style. A group like G-Idol or even LE SSERAFIM seemed like a more expected choice, but I never would have imagined Newjeans collaborating with them. But when I first listened to the song, I was genuinely shocked, because they absolutely nailed it. I mean, it's very, very good. I could hardly recognize their voices, I was not used to listening to them actually sing. I couldn't believe they were the same girls that released Ditto and Super Shy. My sisters Danielle and Hani Devoured in the music video is very cool. I can confidently say that I like Gods more than Pop Stars, and mind you, I like Pop Stars a lot and I consider it one of G-Idol's best songs. Okay, that's it. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. I am a small channel and every kind of support is very appreciated. Also, my comments are open, so if you disagree with me or just want to give your opinion on something, don't hesitate to write something below. Bye bye.